Hello, how is everyone today? So, today we are going to play the early access for Spill the Beans. So, thank you so much for giving me the early access, I appreciate it. Also, for who was interested, I'll later do a message on my Discord server like I did last time with other game and other company. But yeah, the game is going to be released the demo and next Monday, June 10, as part of the Steam Next Fest. So let's just try, because it feels like a visual novel, and here we like visual novels, and we like fantasy, which also seems like heavy. However, when I opened the game, I got a warning. Oh, the game closed. Oops. Let me open it again. But yeah, I got a warning, so I tried to put my stream 18 plus. I don't know how that worked.
Press V to enable text-to-speech and self-voicing mode.
The game also seems low. So yeah, this was the message I got. And let's just try. Okay, now it's loud. Maybe a little bit more. This looks fine. So here you have the social medias, please check it out. Oh, I have settings here. Let's have this a little bit. Oh yeah, I know I need to change. Yeah. More or less. Text speeds. I think it's fine. News page, all the notifications. Okay. A trolls. Oh, I have controller. Oh no, I can use the keyboard. Oh, S6 screenshots. Okay. I like the sound. But also I like how the theme is, and they make the menu like that. Like the theme is fantasy and magic and a cafe, and they keep that on the main menu, as we can see with the options like new game and everything else, like the measurements, because this is still a recipe and these are measurements to make something, and this feels like a recipe paper, so I like how they keep the theme there. You've done it against all odds. You've managed to pull off the east. You're shaking. Outstretched hands grab the cafe's secret recipe. I I like how, and I actually like the design and like the little bubble with the cat, the little square with the little coffee grounds, and that feels still like paper. I like that. As its power pulses through your body, your heart aches, your breath flutters, mere echoes of what was taken from you, what will soon be yours again. Oh, so this recipe was ours. Okay. But at this crucial moment, you can't help but think of the other people in this cafe, the ones you're about to drag into a complicated criminal mess. You can only blame the scroll's influence for such inconvenient sympathies. If they were in your position, they'd do the same, wouldn't they? They'd, they'd know that after everything you've been through, this was the only option left. What is our backstory? I'm interested. If I borrow of tourism, ale and well met from Artifice. Okay. People say that Artifice County is the most magical place there is. Yes, Artifice, where 100 years ago, the world of spirits cracked the heart and spilled over into ours. But now, those spirits work 9 to 5s, arcane powerful cars and charges phones. This county owns the cradle of magic, has become as mundane as any other. What is all this detective? And a magical human like yourself? Among shape-shifting sirens, carbon fiber constructs, and wizards, you're exceptional, exceptionally dual, and exceptionally underestimated. No matter how much you try to fit in, to love this place in all its wonders, it never reciprocated. All it did was take. All it left you with was emptiness. So why not take something back? Steal everything the county denied from you. Fill that gnawing emptiness. Then leave it being forever. Luckily, you know what you need and exactly where to find it. The Familiar, a downtown cafe, noteworthy only for its secret recipe. Locked die in a back room. And conveniently enough, they're hiring so desperately that they aren't asking for experience or background checks. All that's left is to put together an application. Not that anything you say on it really matters, it rarely does. Oh, okay. I am. This is Mara. Soft skills. Oh, education. Oops. Oh, I like they give us this option. Please pick the appropriate book. Self-affirmation exercise. How do people see you? Try to be honest. My name is Ivana Luna Lepus. Oh, her? She's always sitting by herself. Oh, that's actually true. Her face is hard to read, but that smile of hers is unique. She sure is mystery. Okay, who did? I feel called out. Like yesterday, I had literally someone saying that I'm always serious. Like I have intimidating resting face, but my my smile is really beautiful when I smile. So like, who did this? I feel called out. Oh, what's this? Oh, I can't see. But yeah, I'm done. Few days later, you're face to face with the familiar, while its neighbors are all dust and drywall. Its facade seems unbroken, even if the varnish is peeling at the edge. For a moment, nothing. Then you spot a silhouette in the window, who flicks its neon sign to open before waving you over. You cross the street repeating the details of your plan. You need to get in, get out, and, for the smoothest possible getaway, try to find someone else to take blame. But can you really do all those things without running into any complications? You already reached the front door. You can hardly turn back now. The cafe laid bare before you is almost indistinguishable from the scant image you found online. I actually like the transitions, like the little movements right now. Okay. Mismatched chairs and royalty-free wall art. Well kept, but worn down. They have a lot of scenarios. They did an amazing job on that. They have a lot of scenarios and detailed somehow. So I'm like, that's a really, really great job. Also, that food, I want to try it. It looks delicious. And like you can see the details, like you can even read the board, and sometimes you can't read signs or anything, and you can read them. So congratulations. You don't get long to take it all in. A construct towering over 2 meters tall stops swiping down the counter and turns to greet you. Ah, you must be Diviana. Great to finally meet you. Sorry, terrible rude of me to not meet you at the door. It has a little bird on the shoulder. As she strides over, you realize how old her vessel must be to have no custom limbs or decals, just worn grey stone, flowering moss, and that tiny bluebird nested on her shoulder. I'm Slohan, from the emails. Lovely to have you on board. Did you get here alright? I saw your address was uptown, and I know we're a wee bit out the way. Before you get a chance to reply, she's already yanked you into a crushing two-handed shake. Moments for worry that she might have pulled your arm from his sock. Oh, so that movement was she shaking our hand, okay. Actually, I shouldn't get chatting just yet. Today's schedule is pretty packed. What with your induction? I barely found time to fix breakfast for Anthem. Oh, hang on. This is Anthem. And this is Atom. Atom, say hello to Diana. She's your new coworker, so be polite. Atom's usually my only company out front. Oh my god, that's those eye bags. So it will be nice to have you too. I mean, I love this job. I really do. But after 6 years of working the floor by myself, starting at 5 every day? Not that you have to come in that early, of course. We're only meant to start at 8, but it pays off. It does. As Sloan trails off, you have a chance to put your plan in motion. You spend a long time figuring out other people's so-called feelings and just how easy they are to manipulate. If someone's in a good mood, they'll probably think better of you and suspect you less. Then again, if you make someone upset, they might make you an easier scapegoat under pressure. But what's best for Sloan? Better make that first impression count. Vienna? Oh, I've worried you with that 5am thing, haven't I? Just want to stress that you don't have to do that, honest. Oh, okay, this is the Team 1 tutorial. Okay. Oh, that's sweet of you. I tried to bring the best out of the old familiar. Oh, I forgot to save. Crap. Oh, that's sweet of you. I tried to bring the best out of the old familiar. Good to know other people actually notice. The lights flickered over her head before Sloan can finish her sentence. Oh, sorry, I thought that was fixed. I called the electromancer once I get a free moment. Anyway, packet schedule. I've got pastries in the oven, then a delivery after. Come on, let's get you in uniform. If we're quick, I can show you how our recipe works before any customers arrive. Sloan strides through the doorway behind the counter, beckoning you into the kitchen beyond. It takes 3 steps to match just one of hers. The kitchen, built from cold metal and right angles, is warm with the smell of apricots. You breathe in while Sloan roots through the nearby cabinet, before suddenly sighing. I'll say this now. Sorry about the fit. She hands you an apron like her own. Exactly like her own. Actually, in that it's far too big for you. It's bound to slow you down and make you look utterly ridiculous. Your one should be here tomorrow. I hope this is alright in time. Sure, if anything, it's amusing. Oh, I like the things above, like the little side notes. Sure, if anything, it's amusing. Great. How are you going to steal the recipe while wearing this? Thanks a million, Diana. Glad they are seeing an upside. Here is your name tag too. As you wrap yourself in the oversized apron, a pin on your name tag. Sloan smiles. It's a small, sad smile that weighs down her whole face. Look, I'm sure not everything you've heard about this place has been grand, but once you put a little elbow grease, she really shines. And I've got a lot of elbow grease. I just wanted to say that you wouldn't be here if I didn't think you had the same drive. Your application told me that much. Also, you did undersell yourself a wee bit. What do you call yourself? A passable confident? No need to be so hard on yourself, Viviana. But at the end of the day, those are just words. Your experience was what really settled it. I mean, it must have been quite privileged to work for. Sloan is cut short by a buzz from her phone. Ah, pastries. Why don't you pop into the office while I grab those? Spread your manager, I should say. Ought to be ready. Big grey door on the right, on your right. Best of luck. I'm sorry, I have the message. You take 5, no, 6 steps towards the office, east of it escaping the oven behind you. Beyond lies Fred, the owner, the one from the newspaper, the one whose recipe you're here for. Oh, is it the cat? Oh, hang in there, oh my god. I actually like this. Oh wait, I didn't read. Crap. I was focused on the background. You know the recipe was protected, but not like this. The safe looks like it was taken from the set of a waste movie. I don't know how to say that word. East. It should be locking up gold bars instead of what a recipe for coffee. But as you run and cross its surface, wondering just how you're going to crack it open, there's a rustle nearby. You snap upright with a bolt of unbidden adrenaline. Oh, he looks grumpy. Like a dragon emerging from his order. Tiny, gold-eyed tuxedo cat rouses from a pet bed on top of the stave. He blinks, stickily, then swiftly glares at you. Fur on end, eyes aglow. Don't touch my shit! Oh my god. He spits the words at you like darts, lights crackling through his panic eyes. The air in the room starts getting heavier, as if brewing into a thundercloud. Who sent you? If you think you're going to best me in my own domain, then wait, you're the new hire, aren't you? Quick as a power cut, the light in his eyes blinks out, and the pressure lifts with it. The cat sighs, leaping smoothly from the safe to the desk. Sorry, that was unprofessional of me. I'm Fred. Welcome to the familiar. Good to have you on. To have you on board. Actually, I got a feeling in the beginning because normally a familiar is what you call to your magical pet. And I remember seeing a cat in this game. I didn't know it was the owner, but now that I see that the owner and the manager is the cat, making the cafe called the familiar, it actually makes a lot of sense. So yeah. Well, given the terrifying magic and the talking, it's not a cat. It's a demon bound to the form of a beast, familiar, in other words. And explanation. That's the last time I'm pulling an all-nighter on admin. You're lucky to still be young, human, cause after the first century, things get Sloane wanted you onboarded, right? We have one main rule. Do everything you can to show the economists types this place isn't a bad idea. More than fire safety drills, we need drive and speed and spite. So that's what I expect from you. Are we clear? Also, I'm noticing, sometimes when we have games with choices or different chapters, we normally have like a save pile where we can do multiple saves. For example, on Syndrome of Nona, I have that. And here I have been seeing like every time I save, I'm just like saving. Like I just defeated the normal boss and I save like that in the game, or like in Disney Dreamlight Valley. I do my things and then I save so I can keep my valley when I go back. Here it's doing the same. However, since this is a game of choice and visual novel, I feel like having multiple saves that we can pick, it would be better than just save, because then if we want to go back on the story, normally I don't do that. I play it all at once. But for other people, like if they want to go back on story, they can't because they couldn't save that exact moment. They had to play it all over again. So that's something that maybe on the when the game fully releases, we'll have. Crystal clear, boss. That's what I like to hear. So long as we're all on the same page, you and I will get on just fine. We aren't a happy little family here. We're just hard workers. This isn't going to work if you aren't prepared to work just as hard as me and Slow Ann. As if on cue, Slow Ann enters the office, a kettle of boiling water in one hand and a packet of coffee on the other. She starts mixing the two in a mug and on Fred's desk. Morning, Fred. Everything alright in here? Well, I heard a bit of shouting. Oh, no, it's all fine. I've just been giving, Fred quickly squints at your name tag. Giving Vienna the lowdown on the familiar. Our history, what we do, all the good stuff. Uh-huh. Sloan gazes at Fred, tracing the tiredness in his eyes. Her smile dims a little. Oh, that's nice. I can join you now, if you'd like. We can go over the finer details together. You've got time, by all means. With firm movements, Gwen puts the kettle down and closes the door behind her. Fred's eyes lock onto your name tag again as he reads it under his breath. So, Viviana, let's get on to business. We're open 8 to 5 most days, but your shift goes 30 minutes longer at the end for closing. Anything after that is overtime. And, it's overtime. And I can give. Oh my god, I can't speak. I can give you the forms. Aprons go on the hooks in the kitchen. If anything gets spilled on it, don't be afraid to excuse yourself to replace it as soon as you can. Oh, and if you're going to excuse yourself. And on it goes. Glenn and Fred don't speak to you as two different people, but as two halves of one business. Efficient, organized. and trusting one another as best they can. That should be most of it. I'll be with you at the counter for your training, so don't hesitate to ask me any questions. She's cut off again by her phone. Oh, excuse me, Dave! Hey, Juan! Just unloading the van out back, so... Oops, I didn't read. Thanks, Dave. I'll be right there. Ah, I should be off. Need to give my signature for the deliveries. Thanks again, Fred. Oh, Diviana, before you join her, I'm sure you've heard about our recipe. You must be dying to learn what makes the Familiar's coffee so irresistible. But it's not so much a set of instructions as it is. Well, I won't get to work in with you. It's more of a background thing, like the internet. Use that, right? Point being, even if you don't see it, it will still be working its magic back here. In a drill-proof, bomb-proof, 6-gauge safe, which only me and Sloan can open. Also, I cursed it. So it's protecting a teleport. Phase attacks too. Of course. Oh, Sloan offered to show me the recipe earlier. Get it? You've got to protect what's yours. Okay. Oh! Ready for Fred acts suspiciously in front of others. Oh, Sloan, I don't want to. But like, doesn't make sense for Fred or Sloan to steal the recipe. So, I get it. You've got to protect what's yours. It's probably wise to stay in Fred's good books, but at some point, you'll need someone else to take the blame for your crimes. Exactly. All our livelihoods depend on that recipe. Its safety is our safety. So I protect it the way I'd protect anyone, with half a centimeter of enchanted steel. Looks back at the veritable vault behind him, as if checking that it's still there. Can never be too careful with these things, especially in this economy. I mean, wasn't it just last week that Raphael Hendricks wrote of his beauty store chain? It's inspirational how the CEOs act. Expanding isn't easy. I mean, ideally, we'd have an accountant, a consultant, another chef, but we've got you, and you're one hell of a good start. Especially with our regulars. You'll meet him soon enough. You should catch up with Sloan. Anything you need? I'll be back here going over these papers. Hi Lupu is actually a demon trapped in a cat form. But hi Lupu, how are you? It is a lot of attitude actually. As you leave the office. No, they aren't. You are a cat. How can you say that? As you leave the office, Fred pulls a single sheet of paper from the piles on his desk. Even upside down, you recognize it as your CV. Oh my god. Don't use Kuro. Oh my god, I'm mixing names because of everything. Wasn't Mina that... Because I remember someone having something with Nuro as a cat. Because it was a black cat. I remember something like that. I don't remember who. Yeah, Neron. Oh my god. I'm mixing names. Yeah, I know. The thing is, Mina as a cat Neron that is related to like the color black. And I think Nerone? Like that? I don't know. I said Neron, but also I can't say Nerone. Look, I don't know what happened. I can't even speak. I think it's a game. I don't know. Also, I don't even know if my stream is 18 plus or not. I tried to put it because they say that because of the language and some of the self talk. I tried to put it. I don't know if they say it or not, but I tried. Like, not a moment after you enter the kitchen, someone waves at you from the back door. In the doorway, next to Sloan, is a uniformed courier. A human, just as unremarkable as you. A precarious stack of cardboard boxes wobbles threateningly behind him. Say, you're Diviana, aren't you? Sloan was just telling me about you. All good things, I promise, mostly good. I just met her! What, what could she say bad about me? That I'm human? Dave gives Sloan a package and gives you a conspiratorial eyebrow waggle. He pauses to take a long breath inward through his nose. Oh, is that apricot? So you did go for the new recipe. Fred must have taken some convincing. Oh, I'm just trying it out. We'll see how this helps first. Hey, if I can buy once I'm off work, that's one customer right there. Guaranteed. Glenn breaks away to put each package in its right place. Dave looks at you, eyes glistening. Hey, Diviana. Have a good first day, yeah? Thanks, I will. I might not be here for it, but if all goes well, today's going to be good. That's the spirit. Any more for me, Dave? Just a couple bigger things, but I'll grab those things for those this time. Don't let me interrupt your induction. Are you sure I could carry? I'll catch you later for that pastry, yeah? Dave walks away whistling, his footsteps gradually going quiet in the alley. Vienna, I'm so sorry about Fred. I know he must have overslept today. That's on me. You notice her hands are balled into fists, one so tight that even the stone starts to buckle. Just wanted your first day to be easy. But, oh well. Let's get you behind the counter, shall we? There won't be time to take you through all the machines, so let's just fill the drip maker. I'll keep the house roasting down here. She forcefully pulls open a burlap sack of beans, scooping them into the grinder. As you pulverize them, the aroma of the coffee fills your lungs like a cloud of bitter smoke. Today's been all over the shop, hasn't it? We should get a wee moment to breathe now. Only one customer comes in this early, and they don't do Mondays. I'll introduce you tomorrow. Sloan smiles, the stone wrinkling around her eyes, and it dawns you. This is the beginning to feel like a real job. As you finish that row, the front door swings wide open and your first customer skips inside. You spot at least 4 shades of pink in their outfit. Pink fingernails, pink sun hat, lipstick, backpack. That dress must be bespoke too. Pricey. As they draw closer, though, you spot pointy fangs in their cheery smile, and deep red eyes behind their tinted glasses. A vampire. Good morning, Sloan. Oh, I spoke too soon. Morning. Oh, why do I do this? I can't go back. Maybe that's something. Let me just controls. Can I go back? Oh, what is my page up though? Oh. They should make it easier. Like, people normally don't use the page up and page down, so they should make it easier. I spoke too soon. Morning. Before your order, this is Diviana, our new barista. Oh, so you're finally upscaling. You know, I saw some prime real estate going for ship on Moonbow. If expansion's on your mind, slow down, we're not taking over the industry just yet. She's adorable, actually. The vampire looks as if they have more to say, words bumbling just beneath the surface, but settles on a pause. Vienna, this is... I'm Jessie, with an IE. My brain bugs because in Portuguese, I is E, so brain bugs for EE. Jessie's eyes swivel to you with evident curiosity. Your apron's so big. I'm more for tailored fits myself, but I know that baggy looks have been catching on lately. Draws focus to the wearer being separated from their clothes. Oh no, it's nothing like that. Just a supply chain issue. What will it be this time, Jessie? Oh, a hot chocolate, please. And I'll have it with, whipped cream, nutmeg, caramel, marshmallows. Wait, will that fit? Marshmallows, then whipped cream, then caramel, and the rest. Oh, but what if I got cookies too? Oh, this is IFAs. This is IFAs. And it's... Oh my god. Give me one with everything. And 2 chocolate chip cookies, please. Now I want chocolate chip cookies. Slow. Oh wait, I have them. I'm going to have them. Sloan's already off to one side, riffling through the arsenal of ingredients. Meanwhile, Jessie brandishes a pink, bat-styled mug from their satchel, placing it on the counter as their eyes flick back to you. Even if Sloan and Fred aren't aiming for world domination yet, you're still on the front line of their expansion plans. They're investing a lot of trusting in you. So tell me, do you feel like a good investment? How far are you willing to go to succeed? I'd do anything. The vampire peers deep into your eyes, then nods, as if confirming a suspicion they have. Good. So, Jesse, what brings you here on this lovely Monday morning? Are you trying out a new schedule? Oh no, much more exciting than that. I've got a meeting with the board after this, so I came here to prepare. It will go much smoother with something sweet. Ah, for your infamous internship. How is your family treating you then? About as well as usual. Trust me, I'd much rather be here to help the familiar. But then Fred's just like everyone else. He sees my last name is Hendrix and thinks I'm some sorcerous corporate spy, out to suck the proverbial blood from his business. Of course, the Hendrixes, rich, powerful, and, most troubling for you, magically talented. Jesse looks at you, anticipating your judgment with a flat smile. But I like her, I don't want to be. Oh my god, I have a problem. I need to pick someone to put the blame on, but I like them all. Until now. Well, you're far too fashionable to be a spy. Oh, this is definitely Aya. This probably is more vivid than anyone doing espionage would want, but who knows? Maybe that's just a spy would say. Try not to let your family get you down, Jesse. You'll get your chance to prove yourself someday. Well, if all goes according to plan, that chance should come today. Fingers crossed. Swan paces Jesse's now full mug across the counter. By some miracle of physics, it hasn't spilled over yet. Maybe this was a bit ambitious. But if I use a cookie to scoop up the cream and let the marshmallows melt, I can finish it in 30 minutes? Thank you, Sloan and Diviana. Jessie swipes their cards, then their mug, making a beeline for both seats before the payment even goes through. They assemble their workstation in mere seconds. A sheaf of papers, a stack of textbooks, and a predictable pink laptop. The Mac stands vigilantly at a safe distance. Jessie was a surprise, but at least they're a nice one. I'm just grateful they didn't come in at the same time as. Oh! Before she can finish, the front door swings open and a siren rolls into the room. She's pretty! She's wearing a sleeveless orange turtleneck, a magnolia-covered jacket that's relaxing on her shoulders, and a perfectly photogenic smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes. Oh. Okay. Hello, the familiar. It's a perfect day for the long overdue review, don't you think? You'll have to forgive me. I came straight here from my morning swim. I must look a mess. She runs one end through a river of glossy pale hair, parted by an immaculated side cut, and raises a smartphone with the other flourishing it like a paper fan. Don't worry, Diviana, I'll handle this. Jessie shrinks back, arranging their books into a makeshift wall. It seems to work. Siren glides over toward the counter, not noticing them at all. Now, Sloan, I know you very well, of course, but for the benefit of both me and my adoring fans, who is this? Oh, I didn't know you'd be coming. This is. But the sirens already staring at your name tag, trying to preempt Sloan's introduction. So that's how you spell Diviana. Enchanté. I am Alexandra Argyros. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. You don't happen to have a grimoire account, do you, Diviana? I'd love to give you proper credit in my post. How about a drink first, before anything goes onto that internet page of yours? Quite right, Sloan. I'm getting ahead of myself. Could I have... She clears the throat and straightens her back. A blue sea salt caramel frappe with soy milk and non-dairy whipped cream on top, plus a little of that raspberry chocolate powder you have would be lovely. Thank you so much. I should have everything. Let me check the back first. Viviana, could you grab the plastic cup for that? Lids are in the bottom left cupboard. Wait! Do you have any of those little fish cookie? She's gone. In the silence, Alexandra's smile slides off her face. She sighs, sharply through her nose. Are you right? I know this whole song and dance can be quite overwhelming if you aren't prepared. But then, you don't know who I am anyway, do you? I've never heard of you, sorry. Ah, that would make sense. Thanks for getting it out of the way. I hope I made a good first impression, for whatever that's worth. Luan returns, hands full of yet more ingredients. You hand her a cup and she starts filling it with dubiously blue syrup. Should I expect your fans to start ordering these frappes in the hundreds? I'm not sure they're on team anymore. Oh, I won't worry about that. The drink's just to showcase how skilled you are at your craft. It's aesthetic. That's what the audience really wants. Alexander plucks the card reader from the counter with a slight smile, passes a thumb across it, and hands it back with a wink. There's a 30% tip attached. You'd know better than me about the social media stuff. Sloan, Diviana, trust me. You've got a wonderful, cozy place here. What's not to love? Those donuts, those menus. Alexander turns around and gestures at the cafe, and her eyes finally land on Jessie. Her voice freezes in her throat. Jess? Oh no, Jessie! Hey Alex, I didn't know you were coming today. It was on my page. Perhaps I should have dropped you a message. Sorry. Do you... Huh? Solon puts the finished frappe on the side, to one side, pushing past you to tend to the transformed Jesse. Alessandra squeezes a title a little closer to you. I'm sorry, Diana, truly. Drama's the last thing I'd want to bring into this establishment. Or to Jessie. She plucks a frappe from the counter. You're not sure how anything that color could taste any better than terrible. I know when I'm not wanted. I'll just snap a few photos, then be on my merry way. The lighting's not ideal, but I can fix it in my posts. Huh. First I was thinking of making her the suspect, but now I'm intrigued with her relationship with Jess. Because it feels like Jess actually likes her. I don't know what's going on between you two, but I'm sorry. Thank you. I'll spare you the messy details. But needless to say, it didn't end well. Not that there was much of an ending to speak of, really. With a final smile, Alessandro takes her drink to the cafe's centermost table, posing it like an art exhibit. Jessie, still a bat, keeps staring at her, but she doesn't look back. With an exhausted puff of smoke, Jessie returns to her original form and slumps into their seat, eyes wandering to the crescent moon, bracelets on their wrists. Bowen returns after confirming they're okay. Sorry, I didn't think... Yeah, both of them at once can be a wee bit complicated. They use it to... You by what? She's cut off by the sound of a motorbike, beaving down outside, heralding the arrival of your third customer. This person is a first, even for you, someone whose body lacks everything but skeleton. You don't know any kind of magic that can make that work. Skinless, fleshless, sigilless. Although it does have hair, which you're pretty sure isn't a type of bone. Oh wait. A stiff, dark brown pompadour that props up a pair of sunglasses. Crooch? Crooch, hey! How's it going? I feel like I've barely seen you since ArtCon. He reaches the counter, underrated. You're waiting for Sloan to address him like the others, but she's just staring, locked in place. So you're the new barista. You're the new barista. Good job on making it this far. Makes you one of the best, don't it? And just a coffee, yeah, bro. It's your resolve. Can we take your order? Yeah, resolve. Well, let me tell ya. I know your type. And I know you're up to something. I can feel it Fine. I'd like to order. Thank you kindly. Let's put your new barista to the test. I'll have a coffee, a black coffee. From the pot doesn't have to be, yeah? I think we might, Thorn's eyes bounce between his skull and the pot on the counter. Diana, why don't you handle this one? It'll be good for your training. Seems like she isn't going to budge. You grab a cup and start pouring. Wait, what's her name? Diviana? Okay, I think I got it. Diviana. So that's to be the name of my nemesis. I'm Grudge. Grudge Knuckles. And you'd best remember it. Even if Frederick gave you this job instead of me, there's bound to be cracks in your meticulous facade. Okay, facade. Your coffee making alt adds this revelation. He had a whole rant prepared. Just because you got this job? With an application like that? Huh. You're making it obvious why I didn't pick. I'm just going to pick this because it says decrease grudges mood to make him more prone to breaking under pressure. And that's something good. I'm going to put the because I want to put. I'm sorry. This guy just walks in, doesn't say hi to anyone, and just starts that whole show. I'm going to put the blame on him. Huh. Hitting me right in my non-existent heart. You're gonna make a fine nemesis, that's for sure. Much as it pains me physically. You present the non-full cup to Grudge. It daintily drops in a cube, then stirs the coffee with a bone-like spoon, which he apparently just had loose in one of his pockets. Nice try, Diana. But I know coffee when I see it, so there's no way this. Sorry, I don't like message. Okay. He puts it to his jawbone and takes a delicate sip. The liquid seems to vanish as soon as it enters his mouth. It's. Damn it. It's just like usual. How'd she get it right so quick? So bitter, yet so energizing. Fine. I'll end it to you, Diviana. Looks like you're real lucky. That's a decent cup of coffee. But beware, I'm watching you. He takes a cup and spins dramatically away from the counter. It's then that he finally spots Jessie. Jessie! Crutch! Immediately hug. It's so good to see you. Why didn't you pipe up earlier? I was waiting for you to finish. It sounded like you had a lot to get off your chest. Oh yeah, I heard that. Sorry, it was just a personal, doesn't matter. How's your job going? I could tell you, but I've not got long. Are you sure you don't want something with your coffee? Sloan's made some great cookies today, and you'd be happy to buy. Oh no, no! Shouldn't give me nemesis, my nemesis, the satisfaction. Not after walking away all conclusively like I just did. Crutch, you haven't even paid yet, and I admire your candor. But are you sure Diviana's your nemesis and not Fred? Fred's a real villain. That's true. But a nemesis? That's different. Got to be personal. But you don't know who Diviana is yet. Maybe start with a rivalry as practice? Rival. Huh. Having a lovely time at. No, I said lovely last time. They'll think that's insincere. What if I. Ah, almost forgot. Alex, how you doing? All good over there? Ah, Crutchy. I didn't see you coming. How have you been? Well, it's funny you're here actually. There was something I wanted to. I'll just talk to you later. You too, Jess, if you're busy. Sorry, I should pay for this. Bruce sheepishly returns to the counter and fishing through his jacket pockets for some loose coins. Well, I'm back. Got too caught in the whole confrontation that to give your money, even if most of it's going straight into Fred's pockets. But I'll say this: I'm practically a coffee detective, and I'm detecting something odd about you. So long as I came here, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna do my damnest to figure out what. Mm, you think I'm suspicious? Wait till you see what Fred's up to. Are you perhaps calling me into a trap? You're making for a fitting nemesis, but I'll find out what he's doing. And scattered, without another word, he perches on a stool by one of the cafe's front windows. Over his shoulder, Alexandra and Jessie swap looks of confused concern. Good job, Diviana. Now would be a good moment to put his purchase into the register. As she's halfway through showing you how to work the cash register, you turn to see Fred jump up onto the counter next to you. How's it going out here? No need to panic. This isn't a performance review, just checking things are. I forgot to say, he surveys the regulars in the cafe with no small amount of scorn. Ah, Sloan, why didn't you come with me for a moment? Been meaning to have a chat. But there's. We still need to. She looks forlornly at the pile of coins Scrooge left. Even at a glance. Whoops. Even at a glance, you can tell it covers the price of the drink and then some. This might be your last chance to sow suspicions before you execute your plan. But you choose wisely. Is Grudge usually like that? Not that I've seen. I mean, I don't know him as well as the other two, but the way he talked, well, I'd be surprising to hear from anyone. As silence returns to the room, so too does your opportunity. But you can't help but overhear Fred and Sloane's hushed conversation in the kitchen. I'm just saying, if our best regulars keep bringing their drama here, no one else is gonna want to stay. With a sigh, Sloan leans against the kitchen island, the full weight of this morning's event seeming to suddenly sit on her shoulders. They're good, reliable customers, and sure things have been tricky, but we've got Vienna now. With a little hard work, we can turn this around. Besides, aren't there enough names on your board of bands already? Let's not add any more while we're going through a rough patch. She sighs eyes a corkboard near the walk-in fridge. There must be at least 2 dozen names on there, each marked with a reason for ban in vindictive felt tip. As she does, you notice Grudge sliding up the counter, trying subtly to peer inside the kitchen. I know, you're right. It's just, we don't exactly have a recipe for success here, do we? I didn't want to talk about our recipe actually. You know, since we've got a new hire and... Can we just deal with one thing at a time? First priority is cutting down costs. Now, I noticed the price of algae extract. For that blue drink? Got hiked up, and I figured... Fred's eyes finally land on the still snooping Grudge to freeze before Grudge slowly backed away. Buster, gotta go. Aren't content making trouble for me from afar? Go away! Huh? Who was that? 3 guesses. If that punk wants trouble, I'll give him to him. Wait here, Sloan. What are you doing now, Fred? A sudden knock on the back door stops her from following after Fred. Oh, Dave's back. Let's deal with that first, one thing at a time. As Fred prowls out of the kitchen, Crush turns to you with a skull on his skull. God damn it. Did you say that thing earlier just so Fred would shout at me? That's a low blow even for you. And I'll find out what he's really doing soon enough. Fred stalks Courage like prey as he leaves the kitchen, jumping onto a nearby table and muttering to himself. Our regulars. It's gonna be a long climb from here to anything stable. While Fred's presence draws a little attention, you start riffling through your bag, making sure you can take any opportunity to launch the east. At Fred's arrival, Jesse looks up from their work and shoots Grudge a quizzical look. Grudge moves over to them, mind clearly just as boggled. What's he doing out here? It looks like he's just contemplating. Whether he should kick me out for good this time? I don't know. In the background, Alexandra tries her best to get a clear shot of her drink, but Fred is pushed in the way. Freddy, darling, you wouldn't mind scooching a little to the right, would you? Since you didn't consent to any photos, and I'd like to respect that. Alexandra, I've got bigger things to worry you about than photographs. Right now, could you leave me in peace for just a moment? And don't call me Freddy ever again. Bigger things? What bigger things, Fred? Or all you got? Maybe start acting like it. Grudge, maybe don't... Not another fight. Then Sloan joins you in the main room, dusting her hands clean from Dave's last set package. Finally, Fred, are you doing alright? Sloan stands still At the sight of Grudge and Fred stare down, she gazes into his hollow socket. Could it just slow down for a moment? Am I not allowed to check on my own cafe without someone accosting me? No. We've got a new hire today, and if this is the impression we're giving her, we'll be doing her a disservice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a new hire to attend to, without any more interruptions. As Fred starts to turn around, you scramble off for your bag, knowing you have mere milliseconds to execute your plan. How fortunate, then, that you saw it a little more chaos in advance. Because it's this precise moment when Grudge chooses to fire his parting shot. I know you're hiding something, Fred. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not much, but it buys you a precious few seconds. It's a slim distraction, but it's enough. And you aren't going to get a better chance than right now. You reach into your bag and, in an instant, all the light and sound is sucked from the room. The sounds of panic are quiet and quickly quelled by the magic knob pulsing from your cozy sleep-tied blackout blanket. Even the silent darkness, you won't have long before everyone gets a sense of their surroundings, but we've been over this plan too many times to fail now. Having said that, you're still wearing a very large apron, which could be an impediment to Say's plan. What do you do? Failing to remove any chance of tripping in total darkness, you scramble to untie the apron before taking your first steps. Step 1. Take 3 steps into the kitchen, then 5, no, 6 to the right. You pause for the door handle and slip into the office, thankful that there wasn't an apron to stop you. Step 2. 1, 2, 3 steps, and you feel the cold surface of the safe against your fingers. Step 3. Reach into your bag and give your can of Curse Be Gone a shake. A few sprays on the safe and the boards are already flocking off. But there's something else. Sound cutting through the silence, like lightning crackling like lightning. Fred's casting a counterspell. You don't have long. Step 4. Spin the wheel and leave the safe door open. Feel around inside until... You've done it! Against all odds, you've managed to pull off the east with only a slim window of opportunity too. You're shaking. Outstretched hands grab the cafe's secret recipe before stuffing into the tiny pocket dimension of your teleportable lunchbox. But at a crucial moment, you can't help but think of the other people in the cafe, and who, if anyone, you should try to pin this on. You exhale, but the sound is too clear. Red's counterspell is taking hold. Even if you put all your weight on the safe door, you wouldn't have time to close it properly. The best you can do is return as quickly and quietly as you can. As you take careful steps back to the counter, you try your best to control your breathings. Or to not let the exhilarating show. It's been so long. But as you desperately shove your apron back on, and the darkness finally dissipates, you know you're not safe yet. You've got to find an exit, and the ensuing chaos without arising suspicion, somehow. As the silent darkness lifts from the cafe, the first thing you see is Fred bounding through the kitchen, crashing through the cat flap to the office. Is everyone okay in here? No one's hurt? Sloan catches you just as you get the apron over your head, stopping in pure bewilderment. Are you alright, Diviana? Oh no. What was that exactly? Blackouts don't usually come with spontaneous hearing loss. Is it possible with lightning and sound enchantments? These glitches can happen, and it's rare they're as dramatic as that. Cassie, we don't have any enchantments like that. This wasn't planned. Fred's plot must be even thicker than I thought. Where did he go, anyway? Before anyone can move, Fred rushes back into the room. Nobody lives! His eyes crackle gold and chains of lights fly across the cafe. The front door, the windows, the back door. No exits are spared. We can do this the easy way or the hard way, understand? And if you're going to turn yourself in, I'll just root you out myself. What? I'm sorry, but whatever just happened is your business. I'm not missing my meeting. I'm sure you have a plan, Frederick, but it is really necessary to trap us inside your lovely cafe? If you wanted us to stay, you didn't have to do that. And what are you accusing us of, exactly? Sitting perfectly still while your lightnings went weird? Fred, what's going on? While the lightnings were out, someone went into my office and somehow opened the safe. Which means one of the people in this room has stolen our secret recipe. It's as if the whole room flinches. Suddenly, everyone's looking at everyone else, wide eyes searching their faces for the slightest trace of an answer. Sloan looks Scrooge over with a furrowed brow, although she seems less suspicious and more just sad. The only one who seems to consider you for more than a second is Sloan, who looks at your apron with narrowed eyes. But that means no, this is fine. We can deal with it, it's alright. As unfortunate as this is, I do have a meeting to attend, and I'd rather not get caught up in this. Good luck getting past my magic. I might only be a familiar, but I promise, if you try to leave, you'll regret it. Jessie's eyes flicker across Fred's barrier, prying for any weakness in the spellcraft. Frederick, please, I understand that you're stressed, but it'll be easier to figure this out if we aren't in a locked room, won't it? Yeah, and how do you know it's just one thief? What is a conspiracy of all of us? Finally getting our revenge? You don't have to act like vigilant. I'll just call the police and... Enough! This place is sealed and nobody lives till we find our thief. Thief singular, Grudge, because if it was any more, you might have actually succeeded. As for the ECPD, Sloan. Fine, I'll call them. I'm betting they'll take their sweet taxpayer-funded time getting here, then label this as unsolvable. But I'm not risking anyone making a break for it in the meantime. So we're going to sit here like adults and get our facts straight, understand? Now, did anyone notice anybody acting strange? Anything suspicious at all? I'll get this over with faster if you fess up now. The room exchanges comfortable glances before someone pipes up. You know what? Let's address this now. Would you mind telling us why you were spying on us in the kitchen, Grudge? He was? Grudge frowns at you before replying. Well, clearly my suspicions were well founded, weren't they? Not like I overheard nothing important anyway. Anyhow, well, great start, everybody. At this rate, we'll have our recipe back within the next 1,000 years. There's no use trusting anyone here, is there? I know how these stories go. You've all got some kind of motive. Jesse, the heir of a powerful family with something to prove. There's always one. I'm not an heir to anything. I'm the youngest of 5. Alexandra, our femme fatale. Although she hasn't killed anyone. Probably. If it weren't for you, I take that as a compliment. Grudge, the obvious suspect. Too obvious, Evan. But I'm not ruling anything out yet. Oh my god, my voice. So what? That makes you the hero, detective? You don't even have a plucky sidekick or a hat. Sloan, the one you'd least expect. Oh, that's good, I think. But Fred, you can't really be saying that I'm... Which brings us to our final suspect, Iviana. Your breath can't help but flutter as everyone's eyes suddenly turn on you. The red earring. I mean, it obviously wasn't you. You're human. Got no magic, worked hard to get this job. You're in the clear. A cursory glance around the room tells you that not everyone believes him. So that's why she's going to find out who really did this. And everyone's going to be very polite and answer all her questions. What? Wait, my nemesis is a detective? And the more reason you keep an eye on her? Got to make sure that justice is carried out. Fred, why would you choose Evian over me? It's been 6 years. Do you still not trust me? This is... Can you all stop shouting for a moment, please? Please? This is a waste of everyone's time. Soon as I can, I'm leaving. Don't try to stop me. I'm with you there, Jess. Though I wouldn't mind knowing who really did it. Fred, I know you're panicking right now, but we shouldn't do anything rash. These are our customers, and this is Viviana's first day. Why would we... A rising voice is broken by a ringtone. She stops with a flinch, putting the call on speaker. Hey, Dave! Hey, Sloan. Got to my very last package out back, but there's this gold chains on the door. Think it's stuck. You okay in there? Yes, I'm fine. We're just dealing with a burglary. I'll give you the details in a sec, at the door. Oh, one of those days? Huh. Is Evan alright, at least? Good question. Bryce just asked her to interrogate us. Look, I know it's unorthodox, but we all need that recipe. This is our best option for the cafe. For the cafe? I always knew you hated our customers, but this just confirms it. No grudge, just you. Can we please not fight already? We're not going to solve whatever it is by shouting. Yeah, it's getting a bit loud over the speaker. Viviana, what do you actually want to do? And please everyone. Let's all calm down. We're on the same side. Are we? I'm not sticking around to watch this pity theft get solved. Pity? Yeah. Like hell, we're gonna we're on the same side. Everyone is suspect. Even so, I agree that we shouldn't start with this antagonism. I'm sure we can sort everything out with a little decorum. And hey, if we're on the same side, I can help Tiviana solve the case. Look, are we doing this or not, Tiviana? No matter how strange Fred's idea might be, it could put you in a better position until you can make your gateway. Time to lean on the scapegoat part of your plan. So as he starts bounding into the kitchen, you shrug and go along with him. Go and finish the call with Dave before following with heavy footsteps. Silence takes the space you leave behind. Do you want to talk about any of that? Just relax for a minute, Scholine. I'm gonna check for clues in my office. Tiviana, join me in a minute. Clues? I didn't hire a detective, but here we are. If there's anything I can do to help, please, just ask. Oh, me too. Not sure there's much I can offer besides moral support, but you know. So I'd say, can't leave till the liver's done, is all. Thanks, Dave. I think we could use the support while this gets sorted. Well, it'll get awkward if I'm just looking in, won't it? I'll leave you be then. Anything you need? Just shout into the alley. Best not keep Fred waiting. Maybe you'll be able to reason with him. Calming him down a bit. I think he could use that right now. Asshole. You obligate her and enter the office, finding Fred in the middle of a phone call. Yeah, a thief. Locked down the whole building. Makes your job a whole lot easier, doesn't it? A locked room scenario is a little intriguing, I suppose. The person on the phone. You know that voice. Thin and sharp as a wire, digging into you just as deep, but where? But if it isn't urgent, that's not what I said, Anne. You're not exactly getting picked off one by one. I'll just be happy to be there at the earliest convenience. Our department is very busy otherwise. You'll solve it by yourself, really. You shouldn't expect miracles. We are just normal. We are just mortal, you know? Oh, excuse me, mostly mortal. A self-satisfied laugh crackles through the receiver. It bounces off the back of our skull, ringing like tinnitus. If you show your face in my business, I'll see you later, familiar. Bah, why do you expect anything else? They're dealing all those tiny keys too. Ah, Divina, here already? As you probably heard, the ACPD is taking his sweet time, big surprise. But we don't need them. Well, we'll do the real work. Plan is, you find our prime suspect before the ponies get here and mess everything up. You can do that, right? It's 1 in 4 logical deduction. Fred sneaks a not-so-subtle glance at your CV across the desk. Should be easy for a self-motivated individual like yourself. And the value of job well done. Good. That's what we cared about. You're here. You'll be a good fit here. Right, let's put those soft skills of yours to use. Imagine I'm one of the suspects. What would you ask me? Huh. Hmm. But maybe now. We promise we won't be mad. But we will be mad. I'm already mad. He stops to breathe out as much tension as he can manage. What we need is evidence. Eyewitnesses, accounts, motives, that sort of thing. Stuff like, what were you doing when the lights went out? Or, how do you feel about the familiar? Or, what's your relationship with Fred, you know? That's what he wants. While you're trapped here, that's exactly what he'll get. If you find us a prime suspect, with a convenient case, something thoroughly investigated, we can put these things back to normal. Things are gonna get complicated once he shows up, too. So I'd appreciate having someone on my side when that happens. I know what this sounds. It's a dumb idea, but it's the best I've got right now. And if we don't do something, this place is going under. All our livelihoods are at stake here, so get out there and catch us a thief, please. Our plan went off without a hitch, until it didn't. But the boss doesn't suspect you, at least not yet. And if a real detective from ACPD is coming, no doubt they'll find out you're the thief. That is, unless you have a convincing scapegoat with evidence of a motive, and the others on your side, you might be able to clock off at the end of the day without handcuffs. Until that happens, Fred's magic will keep you trapped here. So with that, your investigation begins. Not to find who did it, but to find the perfect person to blame. To be continued. Yeah, I was like, this demo is taking some time. But isn't until the investigation starts. Okay. So that was it. I actually really enjoyed it. I'm going to try and leave a message to them talking about like my opinions that I already spoke here. I decided to stream so I wouldn't forget them. But in general, I really like. I want to play more. I maybe not be the best with some choices, but yeah, it's it's a little bit different for most visual novels because most of visual novels end up having like a romance route, while this is more like story trying to blame someone. I think it's more like Ace Attorney that is to investigate a crime. It's more like that type of style visual novel instead of like the romance that I normally use it to. So it was good to have something different. So yeah, let me just some stuff and change my screens. So if anyone is interested, here you have the link for the Steam store. The game is coming out. The demo is coming out on June 10th, next Monday. So yeah. I don't know if they still have the access to game open, but let me just try to see Twitter. If you want to check their social media, you have it here as well. So please check it out, and let's see who we are going to grade. I don't know. Is Kobe still on though? He said he was going to do a short stream, but sometimes he says that and then does a long stream. And today is the cat's birthday, so I would like to rate him. I'm going to rate Kobe. So the rate message is so here's a rate message for everyone, and we are rating Kobe because it's his birthday. Yeah. Thank you so much to everyone who joined with me right now. Oh wait, I shouted out. Great. Kobe. Wait. Yeah, thank you so much everyone who joined me today. I appreciate it. I'll be back later on at 10 p.m. GMT plus 1 for more fresh sites. So yeah, see y'all later. Bye bye, and wish the cat happy birthday.